Hello, my friends. This is Shannable from Shannable Designs, and welcome back to another market recap. In the meantime, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Hi friends, it is Shannable from Shannable's Designs. I'm just checking in real quick. So I did have a market yesterday. I was a little too busy to really do any major filming or anything like that. I was just super tired. I had a whole lot of things going on. So I closed Friday night serving, and then I had to be at the market at 8. So I had to wake up at 6:45, 7 o'clock, made sure to leave by 7:30 to arrive at 8 for a start time of 9. And then the market went to around 3 o'clock. So it was kind of a long day. And then after doing the market, I had to work here. So luckily I was at the store. That's where I'm at right now. So I had to work the store right after the market until 8 o'clock. And then I was supposed to go to Magic Night after working the store, but I was so tired. I was like, you know what? I know my limit. I'm just going to go home. So I went home and I laid in bed and went to bed pretty early. So I just laid in bed for 2 hours, relaxed, scrolled on my phone, whatever. Didn't even crochet or anything like that. And then I went to bed around 11, and then I slept in to around 9 a.m. And then now I'm here again. Yippee! But overall, the market wasn't too bad. I did get a little bit of sunburn. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that was the only bad thing. And then some of my face is red here on this side, but it could have been a lot worse. I was only in the sun for about an hour or so, and my Irish skin just is not like that. And I'm sure other people will understand. I unfortunately did not expect it to be that sunny out yesterday. And it was a market where we didn't set up tents or anything like that. We just had a table and a chair, and it kind of like looped around the cafe. The cafe was nice. It was pretty chill, honestly. So in order to have a short commute time for the cafe, I did stay over at my dad's house. So my dad lives in Jersey, but only about 30 minutes from Delaware, and he's also only about 30 minutes from the city. So instead of traveling all the way from my house, which is a little bit north of Philly, to go all the way down to Wilmington, Delaware, I was able to crash at my dad's to have a shorter commute time. That's the only reason why I did the market, was because I had a available option of crashing at my dad's place. That was just closer and made it easier to commute. So, yeah. So the fee was about, I think it was $50. And then I made about 100. So we had like $50 in profit. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I feel like my clientele wasn't really part of the foot traffic. We're slowly getting to like the right products that we want to offer for the clientele. So I do a little bit of half and half. I do like half crochet accessories and then the half plushies. and a lot of the bookmarks sold. So I'm trying to like cater to a lot of like book lovers or readers. None of the book sleeves sold, unfortunately, but I think I just have to make ones that are more appealing in the color than the ones that I have. Because, like, the one that I have was like brown and teal and gold, and it was just like, it's like all over the place. And sure, it's different. You don't really see that color combination, but it's not like making people buy it because it's like a unique color combination. It's just a unique color combination, and people look at it and then just walk away, type of a thing. So, whatever. But I will check back in with you guys later and we'll go over what sold and what didn't. I will say that the event coordinator did come up to me and ask me if I wanted to vend at the next event that they're doing. So they're releasing some type of mushroom drink, and the event coordinator saw that I had a couple of mushroom things. So I had like the mushroom tapestry, um, the and like the mushroom car hangs. And then I also make like a mushroom bag. And he was like, if you think you have enough products, to attend the mushroom market, feel free to like shoot me a message. And I want to say that the mushroom market is in the beginning of June. And that is the same week that I'm supposed to house sit at my dad's because my dad is traveling for vacation and I'm going to watch his cat. So it's like, it's perfect where like I don't even have to like bother my dad to stay over. I'm just staying over anyway. So I feel like it's going to be just a perfect pairing. I just have to come up with items that I want to sell at said mushroom market. So I wrote down a couple of things that I wanted to sell. So, on top of the car hangs that I have, the mushroom bag, as well as the tapestry, there are like those little pop mushrooms that are really cute that are kind of like a fidget toy that people like. Also, like the mushy boy that's like really popular on Instagram. I've made that before that I can make. I also bought a mushroom granny square. So we can make the mushroom granny square and turn a project into those. There's also a couple like mushroom bookmarks that I can make. That's kind of just like the mushroom on top and then kind of just like a vine for like the center of the page. I can make frogs with mushroom hats, which is just so cute. I also had mushroom earrings. I can make a couple of more mushroom earrings and then also like the mushroom chapstick holder. So I think that is honestly a good start in terms of offering different products for the mushroom market. I have to see if there are a couple of other things that I can come up with. If you have any other ideas for any mushroom inspired things, comment below for all the mushroom madness. I also have like a mushroom hat pattern, but it's very time consuming. So I don't know if I want to make a couple of the mushroom hats. I could if I have time. I might make the mushroom hat. We'll see. But I'm excited for the mushroom market. And I will definitely let you guys know how well that market goes. And let's get into what sold at the market. So, first thing I sold was a little tiny bee. Second thing was the skull earrings. So, I just made like a apple cake or whatever it's called, and just put a earring piece on it, and it's just really cool. We sold one bookmark, so I make these flower bookmarks that are really cute. I also have some stickers
I'll probably show you all of my designs sometime in the future. So we sold 2 stickers. I have like a Not Today Satan. I have She's Not Demure or Mindful. She's Brazen and Shameless. Just like a couple of like cute, quirky designs that people were really enjoying. After the 2 stickers, a beat keychain sold for $10. After that, we had one scrunchie. I think it was a black scrunchie. After that, 2 stickers sold. After that, 2 bookmarks and another 2 flower bookmarks. Another B keychain sold. And then I sold my medium B, which I was really happy about. After that, the chick with the frog hat. Such a cute little design. And then last but not least, we had a pocket frog, which is just like a super simple, easy make. So the total of that market was $114. The fee was $50, but we were still over our table fee, which brought it to $64 in profit. Which, it's not the worst thing in the world. This is editing Shannon. I don't know what I was thinking with saying that. Ignore it. It was still pretty bad, but we technically still made our feedback. Anyway, and then I'm going to roll the Instagram reel that they made for the market because it is just the cutest little Instagram reel. So let's get into it. So that was the little reel that they made, which was it was put together very nicely. I could not make that piece of content. So that was really cool to see. So I was the second crochet table that they just like focused on for a hot second. There was another crocheter, but she was purely plushies. And I think they allowed me into the market because I do also accessories. So yeah, overall, it was a pretty good day. The only downside is that I did get a little sunburnt, but hey, it's gonna turn into a tan later. So yeah. So last night I went to Michael's and I just wanted to share the mini haul. Of course, the bag is like almost unreachable. So we bought some felt. I am going to start doing felt eyes on all of my plushies. Well, on all of the big ones, or just like most of them, just so that like if a parent buys it, it can be baby safe. We also got the Heat and Bond Ultra Hold to go on the backside of the felt. So then when you hot glue it, it becomes permanent on the plushie. So we got those 2 things to start doing that. And then I also see a bunch of heat transfer vinyl, part of the like decorative part of the eyes. So we got this Make Market, and it's glow in the dark holographic. So I feel like that's just like a universal color or like thing that people can get behind. So I'm very excited about this with the eyes. So we have that. And then I keep on losing my tapestry needles. I don't remember where I put them, or they just get lost in the sauce. So we bought more tapestry needles. So that was the mini haul at Michael's that I made yesterday, which is exciting. So I am still trying to not buy yarn, and I was very proud of myself. I did pick out some yarn, but I put it back. I was like, nope, I don't need it. So we we resisted, which is a first, let me tell you. So yeah, that was the little mini Michael's haul. And then for the agenda of today, I am working on these little mushroom granny squares, which are just super, super cute. So we have one completely done, and I need 5 more. So here's 4, and then 5, and then the one that I already have done, which is 6. So I'm gonna make a book sleeve probably, which I think that's gonna be so stinking cute. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's kind of just on the agenda today. I am icing my knee because my knee has been hurting since last Saturday for some reason, which is not ideal, but we're we're crying in the club, I guess. So yeah, those are kind of what happened recently. I am just trying to make a couple of more mushroom items for the mushrooms specific market, and we have about 2 more weeks, so I think we can really commit to that, which is also exciting. And then a couple of comments on the last market that I did, that is also doing the mushroom market in Delaware, is that I don't account the low sales due to having another crochet vendor at the market. I accounted to lower foot traffic 'cause I was talking to the event coordinator for like a hot second, and a lot of the other vendors around me, and they were chatting that there was a different market in town also happening, and I think just more foot traffic was going to that market instead of the little cafe, even though the at the cafe the line was out the door for coffee. So I don't know how it would have gotten more busy, or maybe just experience more foot traffic throughout the duration of the day. Who knows? It could have been a number of things. But that concludes the duration of this video. I want to say, if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked anything that you saw in the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one.